All right, Mark Rogers TV back with you, talking to the class of 2017. We move it on to Atlanta and Georgia Tech signee Cortez Alston, weak side defensive end, according to 247 Sports. Cortez, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good. How are you?
We're doing great. I appreciate you making the time, and would love to hear about your game. So let's talk about these 21 offers you got. So obviously you had a number of schools coming after you. You chose Georgia Tech, and before we get to that decision, a lot of coaches talked to you, a lot of head coaches, a lot of assistant coaches. What did they say about your game and why so many schools sought your services?
A lot of coaches point out my just explosiveness and just like high motor throughout the entire ball game and never giving up on plays and being able to fight through. So those are the biggest aspects of my game. I think a lot of coaches pointed out, and that's why I wanted me.
Does that sound pretty much on par for you? How would you describe your game?
Probably very much that way as well. I like the description a lot.
2017 signee. Obviously, you've got some room to work toward this summer, the first week of August. I'm guessing you're graduating soon, and then you're going to get on campus shortly thereafter and start working out with the team. But right now, working out. So what are some of those things that you're keying on to get even better?
Just getting stronger, lowering body fat, and getting like my footwork a lot quicker, so that way you can just be able to have an easier transition into a much faster pace.
So defensive end.
Yes, sir.
Do you see yourself staying at defensive end, or are you pretty versatile? What did you play in high school?
I played defensive end all of high school, but that was the first one I played defensive end. Before that, since like 6 years old, I'm playing linebacker. So I think I can play both, and whichever the coaches feel I'm best at and most productive at, I'll be able to. I'll be happy to do either one.
Cortez Alston joining us, defensive end out of Westminster School in Atlanta, chose Georgia Tech this past signing day period. So why Georgia Tech?
I just felt at home when I visited. It was very welcoming. It's close to my actual home, only 15 minutes away. And I actually grew up a Georgia Tech fan, so being able to play rec league and middle school, high school ball, and now college ball all in the same city was something very important, so I couldn't give up the opportunity.
That is consistent in talking to all you guys, and it doesn't amaze me because when it comes down to it, we all want to feel like we can be comfortable where we are, we can trust the people we're around and that sort of thing. Because when we think about the recruiting process, Cortez, we're thinking, you know, who's got the most money, who's got the biggest resources, who just built a nice big football center, who did all these fancy things that are going to attract recruits. And I'm sure those things are nice to look at and know that you're going to have first-class facilities to work out in. You're going to have all the resources available to you. But when you're looking at some of the schools that you are, you pretty much know if you go to one of the top-level teams in the ACC, those things are going to be taken care of. Guys like yourself seem to go back to, I chose blank school because I was really comfortable here. I could trust the coaches. I liked what they told me, and I feel like I'm going to fit in here.
Yes, sir.
So in regards to this fall, what are you working on to get better? Do you have any specific goals? You're going to be a freshman. It's a 3 or 4 year process. Of course, what are you working on, and how far do you think you can get with this football team? And do you have any goals as you approach August camp?
I'm not really sure about goals because I'm not really sure what to expect fully, but I do know I just want to be in the best shape possible. And so it's including a lot of running and things like that, just because I know the transition from high school to college ball is like a pretty big jump. So I want to make sure because I already know I'm not going to physically be able to match up with those guys who've been in the program for years, but I do know that as long as my stamina is there, then I know my effort will be there. And then that will put me in a great place to be effective.
Cortez, what coaches at Georgia Tech recruited you, and who have you had the most contact with?
Most contact is Coach Lamar Owens, and my position coach is Coach Pelton. So them two, I've spent a lot of time with and a lot of contact with.
So whether it be on the college level or the NFL level, any particular players that you followed growing up, or some teams that you rooted for?
Growing up, and even still now, is the Ravens, just because of Ray Lewis, and I love the way that he led that defense. So I always look up to him and motivational videos and like how to fight through pain and things like that. So he's definitely the model I look up to.
Cortez Alston, defensive end for Georgia Tech, just signed in 2017 in the February signing period, and we'll look forward to seeing you, Cortez, on the field here pretty soon. We appreciate the time. We'll be rooting for you and look forward to tracking your career.
All right. Thank you so much.